Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Thursday the 21st and Friday the 22nd of April 2016. We don't usually do market previews separately for Friday, as most of the week has already played out. I don't think this week will be any different since we're in the middle of a lot of earnings. So we're just going to do it combined here. This is for Wednesday night, going into Thursday, going into Friday. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract daily chart, struggling right at the risk line from that 13 sell signal as it should. Opened very flat today and closed pretty flat. It was higher midday, but could not hold it. We'll take a look at some of that when we go through the individual numbers. Crude oil gained $1.45. That's a new high for the year by far, $43.92. So oil making a comeback here. Gold down $8.20. Here's the major indices. S&P was up a point, pretty boring. NDX was up 3, also pretty boring, and it's been very sideways for 5 days now. Stocks up 6. Biotech's up 1.5. The VIX gained literally 4 cents. It's a non-issue. Playing with the risk line at the low of the day from that 13 buy signal a couple weeks ago. Trend closed at 0.65. Guys, let's be careful. Look at that 10-day moving average coming down. Let me count the dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the 10th day back is the highest day. It's that one print you see at like 1.25, 1.3. That's going to drop off tomorrow. Okay, so a big number dropping off. And if we were to get another reading like today or anything down here in that 0.85 area or lower, that's going to really drop that moving average. So, we could get to the point where the 10-day trend goes under 0.85. And remember, it's almost always a sell signal if you line that up in the market. So be aware of that. We've got a broader market sell signal already in operation. NASDAQ volume 1.6 billion shares. Not very interesting. Advanced decline ratio plus 300 on the NASDAQ, plus 400 on the New York. Google lost $1.33. That's nothing. Apple gained 22 cents. Also basically nothing. Amazon up 5. That's a little better, but not breaking the highs of the last 2 days. Netflix recovered 2.5 points. And that is that. Let's take a look at the futures. This is the ES front month contract 5-minute candles for the session. Open flat. Tried to make a little dip lower after about an hour. By the way, the low of the day right there was the lower pressure threshold to the tick on the chart. Let me see if I can add that here really quick. I think these are already, let me see, is that here? Let me see if that's today's numbers or not. Yeah, no, they're already gone for today, but it was right there. So that's the low of the day was the lower pressure threshold. You can't make that up. High of the day was the 13 sell signal, essentially, on the 5-minute chart. And then we rolled over in the afternoon, came back to almost even after having climbed a bit. And NASDAQ side wasn't as strong. It was weaker early, had a weak bounce, then came back down. Did not make new lows when the ES did, so there was a split there. Then it popped up, but you could see after that, dead flat over lunch, and then came back for the close. So not a lot of excitement there. All right, so here is the ES front month futures contract daily chart again. We should focus on that because that is the key right now, watching that area. In terms of data that's left this week, it's Thursday only. We've got initial and continuing jobless claims and Philly Fed an hour before the bell. We've got the FHFA housing price index 30 before the bell. We've got leading indicators 30 minutes in, and we've got natty gas inventories an hour into the market. Friday, no data. Again, leading into a weekend in what is essentially still the middle of core earnings season, because you do have a lot of stocks reporting today. Right now, as I post this, post-market on Wednesday, you do have a lot of stocks tomorrow, which will include Microsoft. That's always usually the big one that wraps up the core 8 days of earnings. However, this time, because we had not enough last week, there's still a lot of earnings next week. So I'd say we still have an earnings season. But, with a lot of these big ones, reporting right now, there's at least a decent chance that the market can start to break free of all this and make some decisions based on what they've heard from some of these key companies so far. So hopefully that gets you through Thursday and Friday. We will be in the lab as usual trying to help you out. Charts brought to you by eSignal 12. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. Had a great week in futures. Take a look at our futures service. Very easy to trade. Have a great weekend, a great trading week.